Victory would not put them in first place in Division II, but give them a lead as far as the loss column is concerned. Brattleboro would still have 10 points to MSJ's 9 points. Again, if you give 2 points for a win and 1 point for a tie. But these are the league games. These are the games you got to have. MSJ did not play well against Brattleboro in that earlier matchup. Brattleboro playing without Ryder Foley, and MSJ back home for this one, playing very well and healthy for this one too, with Kurt Bombargi back in the lineup.
Yeah, MSJ is one of those teams that's just been getting better and better all year long. So we've been waiting a long time to see this game here, and hopefully MSJ could really put on a good show tonight against Brattleboro. This is what they've been waiting for.
I will be on the air at 5:20 with that one. MSJ and Brattleboro tonight from Royce Mandigo. We'll be back to check the starting lineups after this timeout. Bove at Royce Mandigo. Tonight's game to be telecast on Channel 15 at a later date. Jack Abel is the cameraman. The new ice down. The Mounties making their second appearance on the ice here, and we'll be set to go for hockey action in just a couple of minutes. The Mounties and the Brattleboro Colonels. Let's check the starting lineups. First of all, for Brattleboro, under Coach Doug Lilly, Ben Nunciata will be starting in goal. Jesse Belcher-Timmy will be centering a line of Doug Trombley and Greg Frost. Josh Hagstrom and Matt Moore at the points. Evan Duggan will be centering a line of Todd Bassler and Brian Bassler, with Sean Clark and Josh Tondres at the points. Roberto Valario will be centering a line of Travis Wood and Kreger Boardman, Mitch May and Mike Blanchard at the points. Again, Nunciata getting the starting nod in goal. MSJ will go with Mike Hogan in goal. And it will be Jeff Brisbane centering the line of McGregor Chadwick and Luke Bauman. Chris Cosgrove, Kurt Bombargi at the points. It'll be Bill Babb centering the line of Eric Gable and Trey Schaff. Kevin Doherty and John Babb will be seeing action. And Trevor Schaft and Colin Brandon and Brett LaFaso could very well be seeing action as well for the Mounties of Coach Jeff Johnson. And the Mounties in second place in the Lakes Division, in Division II, at 3-1-1 on the year. The only league loss for the Mounties happening against Brattleboro, and of course that tie was against Middlebury last week. They are 9-2-2. The other tie against Rutland in the holiday tournament, of course, was a non-league game. And Brattleboro at 5.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's hockey game between the Mounties of Mount St. Joseph Academy and the Colonels of Brattleboro Union High School. Starting with our visitors from Brattleboro, individual introductions. Wearing number 1 and playing goal, Ben Nunciata. Wearing number 2 and playing defense, Josh Condre. Wearing number 15 and playing defense, Sean Clark. Wearing number 8 and playing center, Evan Dugan. Wearing number 3 and playing wing, Brian Bassler. Wearing number 6 and playing wing, Todd Bassler. Wearing number 9, Greg Frost. Wearing number 17, Doug Trombley. Wearing number 14, Jesse Belcher-Timmy. Wearing number 16, Josh Hagstrom. Wearing number 18, Matt Moore. Wearing number 11, Roberto Valerio. Wearing number 10, Kreger Boardman. Wearing number 19, Travis Wood. Wearing number 21, Mike Blanchard. Wearing number 20, Mitch May. And wearing number 31, and alternate goalie, Ed Shalfoon. And now for the home team Mounties, wearing number 30 and playing goal, Mike Hogan. Wearing number 3 and playing defense, Captain Kurt Bombargi. Wearing number 12 and playing defense, Chris Cosgrove. Wearing number 11 and playing center, Jeff Brisbane. Wearing number 2 in playing wing, McGregor Chadwick. Wearing number 17 in playing wing, Luke Bauman. Wearing number 8, Kevin Doherty. Wearing number 14, Bill Babb. Wearing number 9, Eric Abel. Wearing number 16, Trey Schaff. Wearing number 15, Keith Hannigan. Wearing number 5, John Bag. Wearing number 29, Brett LaFaso. And number 21, Chris Mason. Wearing number 20, Trevor Chad. And wearing number 4, Colin Brannon. The Brattleboro Colonels are coached by Mr. Doug Lilly and assisted by Bill Bassler. The MSJ Mounties are coached by Mr. Jeff Johnson and assisted by Paul Hogan and Gary Radabush. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you stand and join us in our national anthem.
Momentarily, MSJ going right to left here in the first period. Brattleboro going left to right here in the first period. Ben Nunciata, the Brattleboro goaltender, and Mike Hogan, the MSJ goaltender, off to our right here. And not a bad crowd for a Wednesday night.
Well, you do have your wish. They do have the numbers on the sides of their jerseys.
Yes, most teams do. It's just that Harwood didn't. A lot of those teams that we see the Otters play do not. We'll see what happens. This is a big matchup in the Lakes Division, Division 2. Again, Brattleboro in league play at 5-1. The Mounties at 3-1-1 in league play. And we'll be set to go here momentarily. Certainly Brattleboro losing to South Burlington in the Division 2 title game last year, coming right back, losing some players, coming right back to be in first place at least at this point in the season. Tondre is a familiar name to us. The Basslers, Todd Bassler, Greg Frost, they certainly are familiar. Also Mike Blanchard, Mitch May, familiar off that team from a year ago, as is Ben Nunciata. Petherbridge is the other referee, along with driver. Jesse Belcher-Timmy with Doug Trombley, and Greg Frost with Josh Hagstrom and Matt Moore at the points. Now, as I say that, did they change point men on me? Sean Clark and Josh Tondres. So the original starters as the point men, not that it makes a lot of difference. It is Tondres and Clark at the points, and not Hagstrom and Matt Moore. Jeff Brisbane with Luke Bauman, and also McGregor Chadwick with Kurt Bombargi and Chris Cosgrove at the points. Brisbane and Belcher-Timmy on the draw, and we're underway. So Mounties control. Bauman pokes it into the Brattleboro zone, skating it down along the far boards. Brisbane to the right wing circle, dumps it in behind Nunciata, and he's bumped there, but the puck comes loose to McGregor Chadwick along the near boards. Chadwick had it at the top of the circle, knocked away, but Chadwick gets it back again at the end board in behind Nunciata, sends it to the circle for Bauman. Bauman shoots it in. Nunciata makes the save, and the rebound is swung around by Tondres, and then comes all the way out to the line to Brisbane somehow, deflected out there, kept in by Bauman. Brisbane pokes it to the end board, and we have a whistle here. Apparently it came out of the zone. It'll be offside against MSJ. We'll have the draw just outside the Brattleboro zone. Just underway as both teams change up here. Evan Duggan, Todd Bassler, Brian Bassler for Brattleboro. Now it's Josh Hagstrom and Matt Moore at the points. Billy Babb with Trey Shaft and Eric Gable, Kurt Bombargi and Kevin Doherty at the points. Billy Babb will take the draw with Evan Duggan just outside the Brattleboro zone. Off the draw, the Mounties got it into the Brattleboro zone, but Brattleboro pokes it back out to center. Doherty looking for it along the near boards at center ice. Poked to the Brattleboro line by Abel, and now Brattleboro controls. Todd Bassler up to Brian Bassler. He's hit at the MSJ line, and now Abel skates it the other way over the Brattleboro line. Abel goes down top of the slot. Babb gets a stick on it, sends it to the circle. There is Brian Bassler, and he clears it out to center where Doherty finds it at the red line, fires back in to the Colonel zone. Matt Moore back for it behind his own cage as the Mounties change up again. Chadwick almost raced it down in the Brattleboro zone. Along the far boards, Evan Duggan now retreats in front of his own goaltender and sends it up too far for Brian Bassler at center. Trickles into the Mounties zone, and back for it is Kurt Bomborgi. Bomborgi's pass too far for Chadwick to the end board, but Chadwick skates it down in behind Nunciata. And now controlling for Brattleboro and skating it out. Well, they can't quite skate it out as Bomborgi takes the shot from the point. The save by Nunciata. Now Cosgrove from the near board save. Nunciata. Todd Bassler had it again, can't clear. As Bomborgi one times it from the point, goes in wide, and it's steered away at the circle by the Colonels. As getting it up to center was Brian Bassler. Chadwick got it back into the Brattleboro zone, and now Brattleboro controlling. And the Colonels clear at the length of the ice. Todd Bassler, and this will be icing against Brattleboro. A few times there, Brattleboro had a difficult time clearing it out, and Bomborgi had a couple of opportunities from the right point. No score, 13:02 remaining here in the first period. Now Mitch May and Mike Blanchard will be at the points, and Roberto Valario in with Travis Wood and Kreger Boardman now for Brattleboro. The third line, the draw to the right of Nunciata in the Brattleboro zone. Bill Babb in with Eric Abel and Trey Schaff, Chris Cosgrove and Kevin Doherty at the points. Now Valario is sent out of the circle, and in to take the draw will be Kreger Boardman. And off the draw, Doherty couldn't keep it in at the point, has to skate it out to the red line, dumps it for Schaff. Schaff steers it into the Brattleboro zone. May gets it out to center, past the red line, and with it is Doherty. Backhands it back to the Brat line. May sends it to the Mountie line where Doherty picks it up again. And he's playing pitch and catch there with May. Now May went to Valario. Valario ridden off the puck as it went back to Blanchard, got into the Mountie zone, and Cosgrove clears it back down into the Colonel zone. No icing, and back forward is Mitch May for Brattleboro. Swings it around near boards, but there to intercept for the Mounties is Trey Schaff. The Mounties have it in the Colonel zone. He's bumped, but Babb with it at the end board in behind Nunciata. Bill Babb skates it to the right wing circle, tried to center it. Nobody there but Blanchard, and Blanchard clears it all the way back down to the Mountie zone, and back forward is Kevin Doherty. Kevin Doherty in his own zone, sends it up to center past Schaff. It'll trickle into the Brattleboro zone, and this will be icing against MSJ. We'll have the draw back in the Mountie zone to the left of goaltender Mike Hogan. So the Mounties had a couple of opportunities, couple of shots from Bomborgi, a couple of saves from Nunciata. Matter of fact, a shot from Bomborgi at the point, a shot from Cosgrove along the near boards. Nunciata coming up with the two saves, and now Brattleboro will get the draw in the Mountie zone. Belcher Timmy is in with Trombley and Greg Frost. It'll be Brisbane taking the draw with Belcher Timmy to the left of Hogan. Now Brisbane sent out of the circle, and taking the draw will be Luke Bauman. At the points, Josh Tondres, and also at a point is Sean Clark. Off the draw goes to Clark, but now skating it out to center, losing his stick is McGregor Chadwick, and he manages to get it into the Brattleboro zone. Frost gets it out to center. Greg Frost now had it poked away by Brisbane. Brisbane down the middle. Brisbane ridden off the puck, but he tried to go to McGregor Chadwick, and coming out to smother the puck is Nunciata. As the Mounties quickly got it into the Colonel zone, and we'll have the draw to the left of the Brattleboro goaltender, Ben Nunciata. No score, 11:50 remaining first period. MSJ and Brattleboro here at the Royce Mandigo Arena. Belcher Timmy will take the draw with Jeff Brisbane. To the left of Nunciata, the Colonel zone, off the draw to Chadwick at the circle. Dumps it to the near corner. And over for it, Belcher Timmy. Tries to clear it out. Cosgrove managed to keep it in. No, apparently not. It came out of the zone. And this is offside whistle down against MSJ. So we'll have the draw just outside the Brat zone. Now Babb comes in with Eric Abel and Trey Schaff for the Mounties. Kevin Doherty and Kurt Bomborgi at the points. Belcher Timmy with Frost and also Doug Trombley. First line for Brattleboro, and Tondres and Clark are at the points. So Babb will take the draw with Belcher Timmy. Crowd's picked up nicely here at Royce Mandigo. A relatively comfortable night as Bill Babb has some equipment problems.
They're going to wave him off the ice, I think.
Yep. Yeah, they're going to wave him off the ice, and Brisbane will come in to take the draw. So Brisbane will be with Abel and Schaff. Take the draw with Belcher. Timmy off the draw, got it into the Brattleboro zone. Tondres clears it back to the Mountie line and back for Kevin Doherty. He has it knocked down in the zone. Skating to the right wing circle. Trombley, and Trombley scores. Doug Trombley knocked it down in the Mountie zone, skated it to the circle, and fired in past Hogan, and Brattleboro has the lead 1-0 with 11:31 left in the first period.
Wow, what a play by Trombley on that one. Came right across the blue line, grabbed the puck, and took a really quick shot. Mike Hogan didn't even have time to even react to that. I thought he gloved it at first, but it did get by him.
And that might have been their first shot on goal, wasn't it?
That was their only shot.
So Trombley scoring for Brattleboro, and Brattleboro takes the 1-0 lead. As Trombley skated it to the right wing circle, and the shot beat Mike Hogan. It is unassisted because he knocked it down in the zone and stole the puck in the zone himself. As play back in, the Mounties get it into the Brattleboro zone and back behind Annunciata as he leaves it now for Matt Moore. And Moore sends it along the near boards, wanted to go up to Greg Bassler. Finally, it's up to Todd Bassler at center, poked away by Abel to Babb. Babb steers it to the Brattleboro line. Knocked down there by the Colonels. They get it out to center. It was knocked down by Hagstrom, and then the Mounties skated back over the line, and this is offside whistle down against MSJ. I just want to see if we can clear it up. I know we're getting a little bit of static here. Move the antenna around a little bit, and we'll see if we can clear that up. Play back in. It's up to center ice as Cosgrove looking for it. And it's poke checked away, and back forward is Brian Bassler in his own zone. Brian Bassler can't clear, kept in by Bauman along the far boards. Ridden off the puck. Brisbane comes over now, sends it toward the corner for Bauman, and Bauman lost it in behind his own cage as Matt Moore. He's bumped there, trying to get it out to Bassler. It came out to Cosgrove. His shot goes in wide of Annunciata. Around the boards to Bauman. Bauman sent it across the crease. Wanted to go to McGregor Chadwick, and Todd Bassler gets it out to center. Cosgrove fires it back into the Brattleboro zone, and back forward Matt Moore for Brattleboro. Sends it up to Todd Bassler, left wing side. Now starts it up the middle. Todd Bassler sends it up to center. Wanted to go to Frost, but right at the red line, Bombargi grabbed the puck and fired in. Annunciata had to make a relatively tough save. Hagstrom swings it around now for Brian Bassler. He sends it up now for Hagstrom, and he is ridden off the puck. Bombargi fires back into the Brattleboro zone as the Mounties change up again. And back forward is Josh Hagstrom for Brattleboro. 1-0 Colonels. We have 10:03 remaining here in the first period as the Colonels try to skate it out of their own zone. They get it out to center, but Bombargi there to grab the puck at the red line, fires all the way in on Annunciata, and he has to leave it for Josh Hagstrom, who sends it out to Brian Bassler. Brian Bassler sends it to the Mountie line where Kevin Doherty has it for MSJ, fires back into the Brattleboro zone, and a back forward again is Hagstrom in behind his own cage, sends it along the near boards for Roberto Valario. Valario up to center over the red line, and he dumps the puck into the Mountie zone, knocked down by Bombargi. Bombargi hit a Brattleboro player, got the puck again, and clears it back down into the Brattleboro zone, and back forward Mike Blanchard for Brattleboro. Swings it behind his own cage along the far boards, wanted to go to May, knocked down by Trey Schaff. And now Brattleboro controlling its center as Boardman sent the puck up to center, but stolen away by Bombargi. Dumps it back into the Brattleboro zone, and back forward is Mitch May behind his own goaltender for the Colonels. Mitch May starts it out right wing side. May had it poked away by Schaff, and then May gets it back again, sends it to the Mountie zone where Bombargi fires the puck back up to center. Bauman backhands it into the Brattleboro zone, and back forward Blanchard to May. May managed to poke it up to center onto the stick of Boardman. Boardman sent it to the Mountie line, but Bombargi back forward for MSJ, and he fires up to center. Now Brisbane with it over the line to the left wing circle, fires in. Annunciata makes the save. Rebound, Chadwick, he scores! McGregor Chadwick ties it up. The backhander beat Annunciata. It's 1-1. 8:40 remaining here in the first period.
Boy, that was a nice shot by McGregor Chadwick. I think Brisbane had the original shot on that. Annunciata came up with a big save, but McGregor Chadwick picked up the rebound and back and stuffed it home.
Yeah, the puck was right there in front of Annunciata, and he just couldn't cover up on the rebound, and Chadwick on the backhander beat Annunciata. That ties it up at 1-1 with 8:40 left here in the first period. Trombley had scored with 11:31 remaining in the period to put Brad up by a score of 1-0. Play back in as the puck goes to Cosgrove, his own zone. Trying to send it up for Chadwick. Went behind it, but it goes to Brisbane over the Brattleboro line. Brisbane along the near boards. Brattleboro zone. Out to Cosgrove at the left point. One times it. Deflected to the far boards. And off the far boards, it is played by Doug Trombley. He got it up to Belcher Timmy. Now to Frost. Back to Frost now as he got it back from Belcher Timmy at the right wing circle. And getting back to steal the puck is McGregor Chadwick. Hit in the zone. Trombley's turnaround from the top of the slot. Saved by Hogan. And with it Cosgrove as he tries to clear it out and does out to center to Chadwick. McGregor Chadwick over the Brattleboro line. Along the near boards. Sent it in as he wanted to center it, but knocked away by Nunciata. And it's cleared all the way around. Belcher Timmy gets it out to center. And Baborgi had it knocked down by Belcher Timmy. Finally knocked into the Mountie zone by Trombley. Back for it Cosgrove. He's hit by Todd Bassler. Puck comes loose. In forechecking is Frost. At the end board, Frost looking for it. He's got Bassler with him. Sends it to Todd Bassler. Can't handle the puck. Goes in behind Hogan. Got it back again. And he sends it to the far post to Evan Duggan. In front, there's scrambling, and the whistle blew, and I don't believe that anybody covered the puck up. I think the referee just lost sight of the puck, so he blew the whistle. 7:31 left in the first period. It's tied at 1-1. The assists on that McGregor Chadwick goal, Brisbane and Kurt Bombargi. So Bombargi and Brisbane on the assist, Chadwick on the goal. The draw to the right of Hogan in the Mountie zone is 1-1 with 7:31 remaining here in the first period. Bassler couldn't handle it. Bombargi fires off Abel. It trickles into the Brattleboro zone. Nunciata comes way out of the cage and sends it up for Brian Bassler, who manages to get it up to center. Onto the stick of Todd Bassler now, skating left to right, fires in, sticked away by Hogan to the far corner. Bombargi tries to clear it out. Brian Bassler had it for a moment. Also over there is Evan Duggan. Now skating it out to center for the Mounties. Trey Shaft had it poked away, but Shaft got it back again from Abel over the Brattleboro line. Tried to center it, nobody there. Todd Bassler back to steal for Brattleboro. Manages to squeeze the puck up to center, still controlling over the red line. To the Mountie blue line, fires in, deflected by Bombargi to the end board, and back for it is Kevin Doherty. Doherty clears it out to center, as now Shaft with it. Shaft took the puck right away from Hagstrom, and he's dragged down by Hagstrom as he skated to the left wing circle, and we got the penalty coming up on Hagstrom. And the Mounties will be going on the power play. I do believe will it be Hagstrom going off? Yes.
Yes, it will, yeah. Boy, good opportunity for the Mounties here. They have an unbelievable power play opportunity. One of the best power play teams in the league, so I got a feeling we're going to see some action here from them.
It is a tripping call against Josh Hagstrom, so the Mounties going on the power play. He dragged Trey Shaft down at the left wing circle. There seems to be a question. 6:39 left here in the first period. It's a 1-1 hockey game as the draw to the right of Nunciata in the Brattleboro zone. Mounties on the power play. The draw goes to Luke Bauman. Luke Bauman looking as he controls along the near boards. Brattleboro zone, skates it to the left wing circle, goes to Brisbane, back to Bauman, down the slot, lines it up, and it goes wide to the end board. Nunciata might have got a piece of it. Bauman got it back again, sent it to the end board, and Todd Bassler manages to clear out to center, and back for it is Cosgrove. On the red line, dumps the puck back into the Brattleboro zone. Tondre's back for it behind his own cage. Tondre's wanted to go to Todd Bassler, can't control. Brisbane gets hit. Now it comes to Bauman along the near boards. Luke Bauman controlling for the Mounties. Luke Bauman hit by Tondre's, but still controlling. The Mounties on the power play. Luke Bauman. Now it comes out to McGregor Chadwick in behind Nunciata. Chadwick sends it in front or off the stick of Bauman as he was skating in on Nunciata, and skated out to center by Roberto Valario, and he clears into the Mountie zone around the boards, far boards, too far for Cosgrove. He gets bumped, but it comes loose for Bombargi. 1:05 left in the Mountie power play. Bombargi's pass too far for Abel, so he goes into the Brattleboro zone. As clearing it out is Matt Moore, and he manages to clear it back down to the Mountie zone. Valario on a chase, beats Cosgrove to the puck, skates it right to left, kicking at it, and he scores! He went right to left, and he took it from his right skate to his stick and beat Mike Hogan. It's a shorthanded goal. It's 2-1, Brattleboro with 5:28 remaining here in the first period. Roberto Valario on the goal, unless they I thought it was Valario, unless it's Belcher Timmy who was right there.
I think it was Roberto Valario on that. Boy, that was a big mistake by MSJ.
No, it's going to go to Belcher-Timmy, Jesse Belcher-Timmy. And that is a shorthanded goal. Way back in, Bombargi with it over the red line. He dumps it into the Brattleboro zone in behind Nunciata. Back forward is Todd Bassler. Todd Bassler looking to clear, and he does. The length of the ice. The Mounties still in the power play for 33 more seconds. It is Belcher-Timmy that got the goal, even though Valario was the one that put it into the Mountie zone. Shorthanded goal for the Colonels. Mounties have it at center now. Trey Schaff, 20 seconds left on the Mountie power play. Sends it in behind Nunciata. And it goes to the far corner. Bassler cranks the puck around. It comes all the way out to center. Bombargi couldn't keep it at the point. Retreats back to his own zone as he's shadowed there by Duggan. Duggan knocked it down. Bombargi picks it up again. Had it knocked down by Duggan, still in the Mountie zone. Comes loose to Kevin Doherty. That does the penalty. Both teams at full strength. 4:35 remaining here in the first period. 2-1 Brattleboro. As the puck comes out to center to Eric Abel. Eric Abel lost it at center. As having it for a moment was Hagstrom. It went to Trey Schaff. Schaff clears it into the Brattleboro zone. Cleared out by Matt Moore. As he gets it out to Todd Bassler, who retreats in front of his own goaltender for Brattleboro. And he leaves it now to Hagstrom. Hagstrom manages to clear it all the way to the Mountie zone. This will go the length of the ice. It'll be icing against Brattleboro. 4:12 remaining here in the first period. It's 2-1 Brattleboro.
We get back to that Brattleboro goal. MSJ, two defenders were in front of Hogan, and they were kind of blocking the net. The Brattleboro Jesse Belcher-Timmy came around and just stuffed it right in. Nobody actually covered him coming around.
Did they give an assist on that?
No assist. It was an unassisted goal by Jesse Belcher-Timmy.
We're going to double check on that goal at the end of the period here. Play back in as Frost skates it out to center for Brattleboro. Skates it all the way to the Mountie zone. Shadowed by Kevin Doherty. As Frost having trouble with it. Want to go back to Belcher-Timmy. Stolen away by Bauman up to Brisbane, up to center. Splits the defense over the Brattleboro line. And McGregor Chadwick goes down in front as he got the puck. Couldn't quite skate it down, and they knocked the cage off the mooring. See, on that goal by Belcher-Timmy, I thought it was Valario that brought it in.
I did too. I thought
it was number 11, was it not?
I believe it was. I think it was number 11 in the corner, but there was no assists on that goal.
So I don't know. I'm going to double check after the period here. It was a shorthanded goal, 2-1 Brattleboro, 3:50 remaining here in the first period. Babin with Shaft and Abel, Cosgrove and Bombargi at the points. Belcher-Timmy with Frost and Trombley. And Tondres and also Sean Clark at the points now. And Babb manages to poke the puck all the way in on Nunciata. Sticks it to the far corner over for Sean Clark. In behind his own cage. Bumped by Abel. Abel steals, goes down in front. And is cleared away by Brattleboro. Is skating it out as Greg Frost up to center for the Colonels. Up over the red line. Let's fly from outside the red line. Off the glove of Hogan as he makes the save. Cosgrove swats it around far boards now for Eric Abel. Kicks it back to the end board in behind Hogan. Back for Cosgrove. Bumped as he got it loose. Right wing side of Bombargi. Clears it out to center for Shaft. Over the red line, over the Brattleboro line. Top of the right wing circle. Saved by Nunciata. Shaft got a good shot away. And Tondres clears it back out to center. Past Cosgrove. Frost finds it and clears it into the Mountie zone. And this will be an icing call against Brattleboro. We'll have the draw back in the Brattleboro zone. 2-1 Brattleboro with 3:06 remaining here in the first period.
Mike Hogan so far had 5 shots on net. And 3 of those are saves, and the others were goals.
Brisbane and Valario on the draw to the right of Nunciata in the Brattleboro zone. Brisbane with Chadwick, Bauman, Doherty, and Bombargi. Off the draw to Chadwick, top of the circle, fires in wide of Nunciata. Goes to the far corner, Valario over for it. And he manages to clear it out left wing side for Boardman. Hit at the circle. Valario grabs it again, still in the Brattleboro zone. Valario along the far boards. Valario stick handling out to center. And he sends it off the near boards onto the stick of Wood. Wood steers the puck in behind Hogan, Mountie zone. To the far boards, Valario digs it out. Valario sent it to the end board now to Boardman. Comes out to the left point. There is Matt Moore. Sends it around the boards. It comes along the near boards. Hagstrom poking at it. But Doherty picks it up and fires out to center. Deflected off Bauman all the way into the Brattleboro zone. And back forward is Matt Moore for Brattleboro. Swats it around left wing side for Kreger Boardman to Valario. Valario fanned on the pass. And the Mounties keep it in. Brisbane sent it to the end board on a chase. Bauman beats everybody to the puck. Bauman to the near boards. Brattleboro zone out to Doherty at the point. Doherty backhands it along the near boards to the end board and back forward Valario behind his own goaltender. Coming down on 2 minutes remaining first period. Brattleboro with a 2-1 lead. Valario Sent it left wing side, and controlling out to center is Kreger Boardman up over the red line. Boardman lost the puck as he got it into the Mountie zone. He was bumped, and back forward Eric Abel skates it out to center up over the red line. Lets fly, and a bouncing puck to the end board in behind Nunziata. Fires to the far corner. They wanted to go over for it, but there to center it was Abel, and it's sticked away by Nunziata all the way out to center. Brian Bassler gets it into the Mountie zone and then gets ridden off the puck by Bombargi. The Mounties clear it out along the line. Now out to center. Todd Bassler lost it to Abel, and Abel lost it at the Brattleboro line. Brian Bassler to Todd Bassler. He got bumped. Cosgrove steals and goes to Trey Schaft. Trey Schaft off the far boards wanted to go to Babb. Bassler had it for a moment. Schaft steals again. Now again it's Brian Bassler. There are two Basslers, Brian and Todd, and Brian gets the puck into the Mountie zone. Cosgrove clears it out to center. Skating it over the line is Mitch May. Lost it as he got bumped. Cosgrove sends it back out to center. Now Schaft with it over the Brattleboro line. Trey Schaft skates it left to right. Wanted to go right in front. It's poked away as Todd Bassler tries to clear. Cosgrove kept it in at the point. Shot deflected. Comes back out to Doherty at the point. He lost it to Todd Bassler. 48 seconds left in the first period. Todd Bassler over the line now. Backhander save by Hogan as Bassler tried the backhander. That pass came up from center. It wasn't Todd Bassler, but Todd Bassler went in on Hogan. He made a beauty from point blank range as Todd Bassler back into his own zone. And he tried to go to the Mountie line on the pass. Cosgrove steals and sends it in on Nunziata from outside the blue line. Had to make the save. Tondres clears it out for Brian Bassler, but Brisbane in for checking. 20 seconds left in the period. Now Brian Bassler back for it for Brattleboro. Bumped by Brisbane. Tondres with it. Tondres behind his own cage. Swings it around. Kept in by Cosgrove. 10 seconds left in the period. Cosgrove along the near board. Sends it to the glass near corner of the end board. Brisbane tries to dig it out. Gets bumped by Belcher Timmy. 2 seconds left in the period. There's also over there is Sean Clark, and that's the end of the first period. So Brattleboro leading it 2-1 after a period. Getting a goal from Doug Trombley and also a goal from Jesse Belcher Timmy, shorthanded when the Mounties were on the power play. Obviously the shorthanded goal. The Mounties getting a goal from McGregor Chadwick, and that is what we have here at the end of one after one period of play. The score Brattleboro 2 and MSJ 1. We'll be back to talk about it after this timeout. Here that he was the one that got the stick on it, but they gave the goal to Belcher Timmy as the referee, and Greg Fennell, who was here covering the game for the Rutland Herald, they asked the referee, and he said it's unassisted because he was the one that tapped it in after Hogan had initially made the save, which was tough to tell from our angle here at the Royce Mandigo Arena. At any rate, the Mounties getting a break, so to speak, with Ryder Foley out of the lineup. 14 goals to this point. And carrying play somewhat. They do have the territorial advantage. The Nunziata coming up with a couple of big saves right off the bat. A rocket shot from the point by Bombargi. Another tester from Chris Cosgrove along the near boards right off the bat in the early going in the hockey game. McGregor Chadwick would score later with 8:40 remaining here in the first period.
Jeff Brisbane had a few chances in front, too. He had a wide open net there. He had plenty of time to shoot it, but the Brattleboro defense kind of were all over him as soon as he got on that puck, but he really did have an open net there. The goalie was down, and I thought for sure that was going to be a goal, but we're going to see a lot more tonight, I think.
So we'll see what happens here in the second period. A 2-1 hockey game. Brattleboro with the lead. It's a big one in the Lakes Division. A Mountie victory would at least put them in front of Brattleboro in the loss column, not quite into first place. Brattleboro would still have 10 points even with an MSJ victory, and MSJ would have 9 points, giving 2 points for a win and a point for a tie. MSJ league play 3-1-1, and Brattleboro at 5-1 on the year. We'll see Brattleboro again Saturday against Rutland. Rutland handing Brattleboro its only loss of the year, and that at Brattleboro by a score of 3-1. Coming up tomorrow night, girls basketball, Rutland and Mill River. We'll have it for you beginning at 7:20. We'll have boys basketball on Friday night, Rutland and Springfield. We'll have it for you beginning at 7:20. And then that hockey game on Saturday, Rutland and Brattleboro. It's an early game, and we'll have one game for you only. It's underway at 5:20 on WSYB. New ice down. Both teams should be out momentarily. Brattleboro Colonels and the Mounties of MSJ. Of course, the Colonels haven't played in the Vermont Hockey League for too long. They've been in probably now about 3 or 4 years, for many years, playing in the Connecticut Valley Hockey League as the Brattleboro Nighthawks, an unsanctioned team, and then became sanctioned by Brattleboro High School, thus the Brattleboro logo and the Brattleboro nickname. They went from the Nighthawks to the Colonels, right? And it was always the Otters in Brattleboro that had monumental battles in the Connecticut Valley Hockey League. But Brattleboro's been tough since Brattleboro went into the Vermont Hockey League. When you call all the leagues together, the Vermont Hockey League, obviously into Division II, made it to the final a year ago, losing to South Burlington. But they've dominated for most of the years that they've been in Division II.
I'm sure you're going to see a lot of things within the next 5 years. I know that Bennington and Manchester Manchester is actually building a rink, and it should be done by the end of the year. You'll probably see some teams popping up from either the Mount Anthony area or Manchester area soon to come too. Brattleboro's done a great job so far with that program down there, and they've really had a lot of, I think they've had a lot of players come from the Massachusetts area, move into Vermont, and a lot of them work, parents work down that area, so you're going to see a lot of talent come from that part of the state.
Nice game to be broadcast on Channel 15 at a later date. Again, Doug Trombley, his first varsity goal for Brattleboro, and Jesse Belcher-Timmy scoring for the Colonels. Belcher-Timmy, a shorthanded goal, and McGregor Chadwick scoring for the Mounties. Brad has the 2-1 lead as we get set for second period action at the Royce Mandigo Arena. Pretty good crowd here across the way, too, and a relatively comfortable night on this first day of February, 95. The Mounties will be going left to right in the second period. The Colonels will be going right to left. Ben Nunciata in goal for Brattleboro off to our right. Mike Hogan in goal for the Mounties off to our left here as they take their between-period skate and will be set to go momentarily.
Talking with Jeff Johnson earlier, he said the next 6 games for MSJ are very important since they're all league games. So we're going to see a lot of action from MSJ. They're really going to have to buckle down. Their next 6 games, I guess, are actually the next 4 games on this list, or 5 games.
They're all league games. That'll take them for the rest of the year. They got they're at Essex to play Mount Mansfield, at Middlebury, host Harwood and Rutland, and end up with CBU on the 18th of February, an afternoon game at the University of Vermont. One power play opportunity. That was the Mounties' opportunity, and that's when Belcher-Timmy scored his goal. The shorthanded goal that put Brattleboro up by a score of 2-1. So we're set to go for second period action here at the Royce Mandigo Arena on WSYB Rutland. It'll be Jesse Belcher-Timmy with Doug Trombley and Greg Frost, Josh Tondres, and Sean Clark at the points. It'll be Brisbane with Bauman and McGregor Chadwick, Cosgrove and Bombargi at the points for MSJ. Again, Brattleboro going right to left here in the second period. MSJ going left to right. Brattleboro with a 2-1 lead. Belcher-Timmy and Brisbane coming up on the draw. And we're underway in the second period. Goes to the Mountie line. Bombargi fires into the Brattleboro zone. Back forward Clark. Let's see if Chadwick beats him to the puck. Does at the end board in behind Nunciata. But it's poked away along the near boards as the Colonels clear it out. Belcher-Timmy up to center. And he fires the puck into the Mountie zone. Or did it jump up over the glass and out of play? Apparently so. It went out of play. There is one dead spot here that we really don't see. That's right below us off to our left, and that's the part of the arena. The only part where really is our blind spot from basically the blue line to the near corner. Have to kind of bend over, and that did go over the glass and out of play. So the draw at center ice, and Chadwick sends the puck into the Colonel zone. Back forward Tondres. Wanted to come up to Trombley. Stolen away by Bauman. Skates it right to left. Top of the slot. Backhander sticked away by Nunciata to the far corner. Tondres fires around. It got hit in there by Brisbane, and Brisbane had a shot as it took a funny bounce apparently off the end board. Brisbane had an opportunity, knocked away by Nunciata, and the Colonels get it out to center. Brisbane sends it back to the Brattleboro zone. Tondres back for it. Tondres sent it out to center, deflected back into the Brat zone by Bauman. So Mounties change up, and Tondres now skates it up the middle for Brattleboro. Now to the right wing side, up to center, and he lost it to center to Eric Abel. Abel's pass deflected. It'll trickle into the Brattleboro zone. Clark with it. Clark hit at his own line as he get it up to center. Trey Schaft with it now for the Mounties. Dumps the puck into the Brattleboro zone. Near corner, ricochets to the end board. Belcher-Timmy tried to go back for it. Abel sent it for Schaft. Went by everybody out to center, and Doherty with it at the red line. Fires back in and whistles around Nunciata to the far boards. Trey Schaft keeps it alive. Bumped by Clark, but he got it to Abel. Abel tried to center it, and Babb couldn't get a stick on it, deflected out to the point to Doherty. Now to Abel along the far boards. Shoots it in front, deflected by Tondres, and then sent away off the stick of Nunciata. Babb had it for a moment at the right wing circle, and Brattleboro clears at the length of the ice. Josh Tondres, and this will be icing against Brattleboro. We'll have the draw back in the Brad zone to the left of Brattleboro goaltender Ben Nunciata. 13:23 left in the second period. Brattleboro with a 2-1 lead as Brisbane, Bauman, and Chadwick back in for the Mounties, and Doherty and Bomborgi will be at the points. Todd Bassler is in. Get to the rest of the Brattleboro alignment here when we have a chance. Out to Bomborgi at the point, fires in. Stop. Brisbane scores! Bomborgi took the shot. It was stopped in front. Brisbane picked up the puck right in front of Nunciata and fired it in past the Brattleboro goaltender, and that ties it up at 2-2. Jeff Brisbane on the goal. 13:21 left in the second period.
Bomborgi took a nice rocket of a shot from the point, and Nunciata was screened by several Mounties and his own players in front. Brisbane getting the goal on that.
Now that was stopped in front and picked up by Brisbane. Brisbane on the goal, Bomborgi on the assist. Here's Chadwick, top of the left wing circle. A Whistler goes in wide around the boards. Todd Bassler taps it back as Brattleboro tries to skate it out as the pass came up to Todd Bassler, but intercepted and is center ice by Chadwick, and he skates it to the near corner Brattleboro zone to the end board. Gregor Chadwick still controlling on a battle there with Matt Moore. Sent it in front to Brisbane. Quick shot, Nunciata. The save, and he hangs on. A beauty by Nunciata as Brisbane almost had his second goal. So a 2-2 hockey game with 12:55 remaining here in the second period. And that was knocked down in front, that shot by Bomborgi, and Brisbane picked it up and fired it in past Nunciata as Blanchard and May come in at the points for Brattleboro.
That was a beautiful play right there.
Great save by Nunciata. Valario with Wood and Kreger Boardman. The lines remain the same. Babb with Shaft and Abel, Doherty and Cosgrove. The draw to the left of Nunciata. And off the draw, it goes to Boardman. Sent it behind his own cage where Shaft has it. Centers it to Babb, to the near post to Abel. Knocked away by Nunciata. And now skating it out along the near boards is Valario for Brattleboro. Up over the red line. Valario over the Mountie line. Sends it to the Mountie zone. Far corner. Back for Cosgrove. Cosgrove swings it around near side for Billy Babb. Hit along the near boards. Kept in at the point by Mitch May. Sent it in behind Boardman to the far corner. As Moore tries to dig it out, far corner. Now Boardman is bumped. Valario's over there as well. Comes to the circle and it's cleared out by Shaft off the far boards. And Abel tries to skate it down. Back to knock it away as Brattleboro. Cosgrove from the far boards fires in on Nunciata and didn't get good wood on it. Nunciata makes the easy save and covers up. It was knocked away by Mitch May originally, but Cosgrove kept it in along the far boards as both teams change up. It's 2-2, 12:08 remaining in the second period. Now Trombley is in with Clark and also Greg Frost and Jesse Belcher-Timmy. Clark is at one of the points along with Tondres. Quick shot from the circle, deflected up over the glass and out of play. We'll have the draw to the right of Ben Nunciata in the Brattleboro zone. It'll come outside the zone off a Mountie stick. So it'll be Belcher-Timmy taking the draw with Brisbane. Brisbane with Bauman and Chadwick, Cosgrove and Bomborgi at the points. 2-2 game. We're in the second period. Off the draw, Tondres in the Brattleboro zone, and he clears it into the Mountie zone. And back for Chris Cosgrove. Cosgrove, shadowed by Frost. Sends it out left wing side, kept in by Belcher-Timmy. Sent it to the end board behind Hogan. Cosgrove is bumped by Frost. Frost tries to dig it out of the corner. Skates right by the puck. Cosgrove swings it behind his own cage along the near boards for Luke Bauman. Luke Bauman still in the Mountie zone. Bauman sends it along the near boards now for Jeff Brisbane. And Brisbane off the near boards, pass too far for Chadwick. This will be icing against MSJ. So we'll have the draw back in the Mountie zone to the right of Mike Hogan. 2-2, 11:32 left in the second period. Evan Duggan is in with Brian Bassler. Todd Bassler still in. And Matt Moore and Josh Hagstrom for Brattleboro. right. Mountie goaltender Mike Hogan off the draw, taking the shot and had it deflected. Matt Moore, deflected by Brisbane. Brisbane up to center over the Brattleboro line. Left wing circle, fires in wide. Off the end board, played by Bauman. Had it knocked down. Bauman looking for it as he's on a battle there. Also there for Brattleboro is Matt Moore. Matt Moore hits Bauman. Bauman still controlling at the end board. He was hit also by Duggan. Got it to the far corner. Moore sends it out for Todd Bassler. Up to Duggan. Duggan up to center. Evan Duggan up over the red line. Duggan had it poke checked away at the Mountie line by Doherty, but it goes to Todd Bassler. Bumped by Bombargi to the end board. Bombargi hit by Bassler, and it goes to Kevin Doherty in behind his own goaltender. Sends it out left wing side. And there it was McGregor Chadwick. Had it poked away by Hagstrom. Got to the far corner. As now with it again is Brian Bassler. Set it in front. It was knocked away. Comes back to the near boards now. Skating over for it is Moore. Fires in. Stopped in front. Todd Bassler couldn't get a stick on it. Now Todd Bassler with it. And it was hit with a high stick. A Brattleboro high stick in the Mountie zone. So the draw will come all the way back in the Brattleboro zone.
Mike Hogan so far for MSJ in goal has not been tested this period.
Now Travis Wood skates on. Mitch May and Mike Blanchard at the points for Brattleboro. And the draw to the right of Nunciata. Valario in with Boardman as well as Bill Babb, and Valario on the draw, still in the circle. He's looking for it. Valario there. Schaff tries to dig it out to Abel. Backhander save. Nunciata knocked away off the rebound by Blanchard out to the right point. Doherty shot deflected to the end board where Babb sends it in front to Schaff. Save Nunciata to Abel. Save Nunciata. And the puck is cleared out to center, and back for it now is Chris Cosgrove as the Mounties had a couple of opportunities. Cosgrove sends it in behind Nunciata, and Roberto Valario with it now for Brattleboro. Roberto Valario skates it up to center. Valario to the red line, dumps it into the Mountie zone, then gets hit by Babb as he got it in behind Hogan. Doherty is bumped, but Doherty got it back again as Cosgrove is somebody behind the net. It goes to Schaff. Far corner still in the Mountie zone. The Cosgrove sends it back to Schaff behind Hogan. Schaff is now sending it to Cosgrove, and he sends it out left wing side to Babb, and Babb clears it out to center. With it now is Abel as it was knocked down by May. Now over for it. Valario got it to the red line, and Babb fires all the way into the Brattleboro zone off the end board, and back for it is Blanchard for Brattleboro as Brisbane's line back in. Comes to the near corner. Trombley tries to dig it out for Brattleboro, but Bauman sends it to Brisbane. In front now to Chadwick. Went behind him as it was knocked away. Brisbane kept it alive. Far boards. Sends it to the end board. Chadwick and Blanchard collide in behind Nunciata. And Belcher Timmy over for it now. Starts it out left wing side. Bumped by Brisbane, but finally it went to Blanchard, and Blanchard clears it all the way back down to the Mountie zone. No icing, and back for it is Cosgrove. Cosgrove overskated it for a moment. Quick shot by Frost. Went in behind the cage. Trombley dug it out along the far boards now. Trombley lost it to Chadwick. Chadwick can't clear. Kept in at the point by Clark. Fires in the save, and the rebound knocked away by Cosgrove. Now Frost with it along the far boards. Bumped by McGregor Chadwick. Going to have a penalty on Chadwick coming up. It'll be Brattleboro's first power play opportunity, as McGregor Chadwick will be going off here with 8:35 left in the second period, a 2-2 hockey game. And they're going to call boarding, I believe. Mountie goals coming from McGregor Chadwick and Jeff Brisbane. Brisbane scoring the goal here in the second period to tie it at 2 apiece, but now Brattleboro with its first power play opportunity. Valario will take the draw for Brattleboro with Jeff Brisbane to the left of Mike Hogan. Off the draw, Mounties managed to clear it all the way back down into the Brattleboro zone. And Nunciata out of the cage to leave it for Brian Bassler. Swings it around, but Bauman in forechecking. Bauman sent it to the end board. Todd Bassler to Brian Bassler. And he lost it to Brisbane. Pokes it to Bauman. Bauman sends it in behind Nunciata. Goes to the far corner. And over for it will be Todd Bassler. Minute 35 left in the Brattleboro power play. Todd Bassler up to center, up over the red line. Todd Bassler over the Mountie line, right to left wing circle, backhander. He scores! Todd Bassler virtually went coast to coast, a power play goal, and Brattleboro goes up 3-2 with 8 minutes straight up left in the second period. Power play goal for Todd Bassler as he took it right to left, his backhander from the left wing circle.
Boy, I tell you, Brattleboro comes right back. They're one of the most dangerous teams out here on the power play. And I was just about to say MSJ is one of the most dangerous teams on the penalty killing. But he went end-to-end on that one.
And Brian Bassler on the assist, Todd Bassler on the goal, a power play goal. And Brattleboro retakes the lead 3-2 with 8 minutes remaining here in the second period. We thought this would be a battle. This is a huge game for both teams, perhaps bigger for MSJ, as Bomborgi lost it at center. Frost with it to the Mountie line, fires in wide of Hogan, plays it off the end board, steers it to the end board. Frost tries to dig it out. He's bumped by Cosgrove. Babb comes over and hits Belcher Timmy. Now Cosgrove swings it around, and it sends it along the near boards for Abel. Abel's pass at center intercepted by Todd Bassler. So he retreats back to his own zone. Of course, both teams at full strength now. Todd Bassler over the red line, gets it into the Mountie zone, poked out to center by Cosgrove, and there is Sean Clark for Brattleboro. Sends it in behind Hogan. 3-2 Brattleboro, 7:20 left, second period. And we have a whistle here.
It's going to be delayed offside, I believe.
And the draw will come just outside the Mountie zone as Chadwick comes in with Bauman and Brisbane. Josh Hagstrom and also, who else will be at the point? Hagstrom will be at a point along with Matt Moore. It'll be Valario in with Wood and Boardman. Brisbane's live for the Mounties as he goes on the draw with Valario. Went into the Mountie zone. Chadwick gets it out to center. And a backboard is Matt Moore in his own zone for Brattleboro, behind his own goaltender. Swings it around near side for Boardman. Boardman sends it up to center. And he got it right onto the stick of Wood. Wood is taken down by Brisbane as he got it into the Mountie zone. Valario now tries to dig it out of the corner. Boardman now at the end board, bumped by Bomborgi. Got it to the far corner. Chadwick sends it back to Bomborgi and then is swatted away. But it goes along the far boards. Chadwick plays to himself and pokes it out to center. Chadwick up over the red line, over the Brattleboro line. McGregor Chadwick's got Bauman with him, sends it to Bauman, stops it at the circle, tried to control it, finally lost it to Valario. Valario clears it out to center, and with it on the right wing side is Wood. Wood lost it at center, had to retreat toward the red line. Now Valario with it for Brattleboro, skates it into the Mountie zone as he's bumped. Got it to Boardman. Boardman cuts in on Hogan, who sticks it away to the end board. Now with it is Valario. Tried the turnaround, stopped in front by the Mounties, Brisbane. But with it now is Brian Bassler, and they tried to feed the points, but it split the defenseman. It goes all the way back into the Mountie zone and back forward, or back into the Brattleboro zone, and back forward is Matt Moore. Sends it out right wing side for Duggan. Duggan lost it to Babb, who sends it back to Doherty at the Mountie line. Duggan was in forechecking. Doherty gets it out to center, past Shaft, all the way back into the Brattleboro zone, and back forward Matt Moore for Brattleboro. Sends it up for Josh Tondres. Tondres up to center. Tondres up over the red line. Tondres right to left over the Mountie line. Tondres fires in, and the kick saved by Hogan. And Todd Bassler tried to center it, deflected. Tondres fans on it at the circle, then found it and fires in, and the save by Hogan, and he covers up. Josh Tondres, who initially fanned on it from the left wing circle, and the second opportunity, and Hogan coming up big there. 3-2 Brattleboro with 5:37 left in the second period here at the Royce Mandigo Arena. Brattleboro getting goals from Doug Trombley, Jesse Belcher-Timmy, who scored shorthanded, and Todd Bassler on the power play. The Mountie goals from McGregor Chadwick and Jeff Brisbane. Belcher-Timmy will take the draw with Babb to the right of Hogan in the Mountie zone. Off the draw, Abel taps it to the end board for Kurt Bomborgi. Bomborgi hit by Trombley. Bomborgi digs it out along the near boards now for Eric Abel. Abel now sends it out to center, too far for Shaft. It'll go the length of the ice. It'll be icing against MSJ. 5:23 left, second period. Brattleboro with a 3-2 lead. Belcher-Timmy with Trombley and Frost. Todd Bassler and Josh Tondres for Brattleboro right now. Brisbane, Chadwick, Bauman, Cosgrove. For the Mounties. Brisbane will take the draw with Belcher-Timmy to the right Hogan also in there is Bombargi for the Mounties. Trombley sent it in behind Hogan. Back for Chris Cosgrove. Swings it along the near boards. Wanted to go up for Bauman. Todd Bassler in forechecking. Lost it to Kurt Bombargi. Bombargi wants to go to Bauman along the near boards. Bauman manages to squeeze it out to center. Belcher Timmy picks it up and fires back into the Mountie zone. Back for Cosgrove behind his own cage for MSJ. Sends it out left wing side onto the stick of McGregor Chadwick up to the red line. He's hit there, but it goes to Brisbane. Brisbane dumps the puck into the Brattleboro zone. Knocked down. Brisbane got it back again. Lost it at the circle. Belcher Timmy then lost it to Brisbane in forechecking. On the far boards out to the left point to Cosgrove. And he fires it to the near corner. Brattleboro zone. Todd Bassler back for it for the Colonels. Shadowed by Bauman. Bauman tries to dig it out. Trying to center it. And can't clear. Comes out along the far boards to Cosgrove. Sends it in behind Nunciata for McGregor Chadwick. McGregor Chadwick changes direction. Tries to stuff it in near post. Knocked away. Tondres tries to clear it out. Knocked out at the circle by Brisbane. Brisbane out of the near corner. Jeff Brisbane tries to center it. Out to smother the puck is Ben Nunciata. And he hangs on. It was Dove on the puck. 4:19 left second period. Brattleboro with a 3-2 lead. As Wood comes in along with Boardman and Valario, May and Blanchard at the points. Valario will take the draw with Bill Babb, who's in with Abel and Shaft, and Cosgrove and Doherty at the points. Draw to the left of Nunciata here in the Brattleboro zone, and now Valario is sent out, and here comes Travis Wood. Travis Wood will take the draw with Bill Babb. Off the draw, Babb looking for it. They're poking at the puck. It goes to Shaft in the circle, fires in, and it's gloved and covered up by Nunciata. Thought Trey Shaft had a little bit of an opening there at the near post, but Nunciata covered up.
That puck took a funny jump, too.
Valario and Babb on the draw to the left of Nunciata in the Brattleboro zone now. 3-2 Brattleboro, 4:14 left second period. Off the draw, comes to the near boards. Boardman sends it back now for May. May lost it to Abel. Tried to center it, sticked away by Nunciata. On the near boards, Roberto Valario can't clear. Kept in by Doherty at the point. Fires in, deflected to the end board. Back forward is Blanchard. Blanchard lost it to Shaft along the far boards. Still in the Brad zone. Out along the far boards to Cosgrove, and he sends in a weak shot and an easy save for Nunciata. And back forward, Blanchard swings it around, but Doherty over for it as he's in forechecking. Chopped up into the air. Back forward, Boardman sent it behind his own cage to the far corner. Babb kept it alive, then lost it to Valario, and Valario starts it behind his own goaltender. Valario sends it out left wing side for Craigor Boardman. Boardman up to center, deflected by Shaft, but it goes to Valario over the red line, over the Mountie line. Valario had it poked away by Cosgrove. Valario gets it back again near corner, and he tried to center it, deflected to the end board, and tried to center, and skating out with it is Eric Abel. Up to center, up over the red line. Over the Brattleboro line, Eric Abel, coast to coast. Eric Abel bumped by Blanchard. He's in behind Nunciata, but Abel down to the far corner along the far board. Stick handling nicely. Out to the point to Cosgrove. Fires in near corner. Colonel zone. Doherty over for it. Doherty fires in. Save Nunciata, and he hangs on. As waiting at the doorstep was Trey Shaft. The Mounties with a little flurry there as we'll have the draw to the left of Brattleboro goaltender Ben Nunciata as Hagstrom comes in, and also Matt Moore for the Colonels. Todd Bassler is in along with Brian Bassler and Evan Duggan. It was Brian Bassler who assisted Todd Bassler. Got to remember there are two Basslers out there. Todd and Brian, they're both out there right now. Todd Bassler scoring that power play goal to put Brattleboro up 3-2. 2:59 remaining in the second period as Duggan is set out of the circle. It's Brisbane with Chadwick, Bauman, Bombargi, and Cosgrove for the Mounties. Brisbane will take the draw. Yes, coming over is Brian Bassler to take it for Brattleboro. Off the draw, it goes to Duggan. Duggan sent it back behind his own cage to Moore. Lost it to Bauman. Moore back for it behind his own cage. Moore sends it out along the far boards. Went by Cosgrove. It'll go all the way back down into the Mountie zone. And back for it is Kurt Bombargi. Sends it for Cosgrove along the far boards. Chris Cosgrove starts it out left wing side. Up to center for Bauman over the red line. Now to McGregor Chadwick. Had to go back because it would have been offside. Chadwick at center and then dumps the puck into the Brattleboro zone. And a back forward for Brattleboro was Moore. Gets it up now to Brian Bassler at center. Pass deflected by Brisbane. But skating it down is Duggan over the line. Duggan lost it at the circle as Bombargi tried to clear it out. Now with it is McGregor Chadwick over the red line. He's got Bauman with him over the Brattleboro line. Chadwick left to right. Poked away nicely by Matt Moore. And they try to center and went by Bauman to the far corner. Luke Bauman, though, with it at the end board. Bauman stick handling nicely. Luke Bauman on a battle there with Moore. Luke Bauman still with it along the far boards. Bauman to the left wing circle, fires in. Behind Nunciata, McGregor Chadwick with it now. Chadwick lost it as he got bumped, but it's deflected back in front. Bauman poking at it. Nunciata is there, and he covers up long enough and gets a whistle. Minute 45 left, second period, 3-2 Brattleboro. And I think a couple of people will be going off, at least one. Going off for Brattleboro will be Evan Duggan, because there were some fisticuffs there as they were scrambling in front, and one penalty. So MSJ will be going on the power play, roughing Evan Duggan. So the Mounties have a power play opportunity, and they have the draw in the Brattleboro zone.
Boy, the Mounties really had several chances on that last bid. Ben Nunciata came up really big on saves. He has 13 saves this period.
Mounties taking play territorial wise. They have the territorial advantage, but Brattleboro leads on the board 3-2. Abel, Babb, Schaff, Doherty, and Bombargi for the Mounties as they go on the power play. Evan Duggan off for roughing for Brattleboro. Now Valario in with Belcher Timmy as they skate in. Brattleboro also has Tondres and Todd Bassler. They're four skaters as they try to kill off this Mountie power play opportunity. The Mounties, unless they score, have the opportunity for the rest of the period. On the near boards, Abel couldn't skate it down. They couldn't clear it, though. Bombargi keeps it in, sends it in behind Nunciata. Comes all the way around the boards, and Doherty couldn't keep it in. Comes out to center, back into the Mountie zone, and back forward is Kurt Bombargi. Minute 30 left in the second period. A minute 45 left on the Mountie power play. Bombargi lost it at center to Belcher Timmy, but it went by him to Trey Schaff, left wing circle. Trey Schaff still controlling. Schaff sends it in behind the cage to the near boards to Eric Abel. The Mounties on the power play. Abel skates it out toward the line, sends it to the end board in behind Nunciata for Billy Babb. Billy Babb sends it along the far boards for Schaff, knocked down. Deflected by Schaff to Babb, to Abel now, to Schaff, to left wing circle, shot deflected in behind the cage. Tondres tried to clear it. Valario couldn't, and Schaff from the slot, and it goes in wide. Babb with it, out to the right point to Bombargi. Lines it up, fires, save. Babb on the rebound, save. Nunciata. Babb again on the rebound, hit the back in behind the cage at the end board. Schaff tried to dig it out. Schaff still controlling, poked away by Tondres. Todd Bassler can't clear, kept in by Doherty at the point. Had a knockdown at the circle by Valario. Valario clears it out to center, and back forward is Bombargi. 33 seconds left in the second period. Bombargi up to Babb, and he steers the puck into the Brattleboro zone, and a knockdown. It comes back out to center. Valario with it. 40 seconds left in the Mountie power play. 23 seconds left in the period. Todd Bassler ridden off the puck in the Mountie zone and grabbed it again along the far boards. Tried to center it, and there is Doherty for MSJ up to Bauman. 12 seconds left in the period. Now to Schaff to the red line. Back to Bauman over the Brattleboro line. 8 seconds left in the period. Bauman tried to center it. It went by Brisbane. Over for it is Belcher Timmy. 3 seconds left in the period. Belcher Timmy clears out to center, and that's the end of the second period. And the Mounties still will have 16 seconds left on their power play going into the third period. And really, even though Trey Schaff had an opportunity late, really got nothing going on the power play opportunity. So Brattleboro led 2-1 after a period. Now Brattleboro holding on to that one-goal lead. The Colonels lead at 3-2 after 2 periods of play. Again, the Mountie power play should be continuing for 16 more seconds going into the third period. That's the end of 2. Our score, Brattleboro 3 and MSJ 2, and we'll be back to talk about it after this timeout. Get set for third period action. Brattleboro with a 3-2 lead as the new ice down. The Mounties back out. 15 seconds left in the Mountie power play going into the third period as Evan Duggan off for another 15 seconds for Brattleboro. Off for roughing. The Mounties would like to take advantage here in the final 15 seconds, trailing 3-2. Brattleboro will be out momentarily again. The Brattleboro goals coming from Doug Trombley. His first goal as a Brattleboro player. Also, Jesse Belcher Timmy scoring shorthanded. That was the tough one to see. Yeah. And also Todd Bassler scoring on the power play. The Mountie goals coming from McGregor Chadwick in the first period, Jeff Brisbane in the second. Brisbane's goal that tied it at 2-2. The Mounties have never led. Chadwick's goal tied it at 1-1. Brisbane's goal tied it at 2-2. But now Brattleboro 3 and MSJ 2 in this absolutely huge matchup in the Lakes Division here tonight at the Royce Mandigo Arena. And we'll see leave Brattleboro again against Rutland on Saturday night. Again tomorrow, girls basketball, Rutland and Mill River will have it for you beginning at 7:20. And then on Friday, boys basketball, Rutland and Springfield at 7:20. Saturday, hockey, Rutland and Brattleboro. We'll see the same Brattleboro club against the Raiders Saturday. 5:20 broadcast time for our single game on Saturday.
Well, the big point of that last period there, we had Brian Nunciata with so far 23 saves in the game. Definitely the biggest factor for Brattleboro going so far.
Well, we have a moment. One of the assistant coaches for the Mounties, Gary Laddebush, winning our trip for two to the International Inn, Hyannis, Mass.
Big smile on his face.
2 nights. Gave him the certificate tonight. Must be used by May 15th of 95.
Should ask him if he's sure he wants to go.
Sean Clark and Josh Tondres will be at the points for Brattleboro. Brian Bassler and Todd Bassler, the 4 skaters. Brisbane, Chadwick, Bauman, Cosgrove, and Bombargi for MSJ. The Mounties going right to left. Nunciata in goal for Brattleboro off to our left. Hogan for the Mounties off to our right. Brattleboro going left to right. Play underway. Tondres at his own line for Brattleboro. Clears it to center. Bauman gets into Brisbane over the line along the far boards. 5 seconds left on the power play. As Brian Bassler had it knocked down by Bauman in behind the cage. His wraparound knocked away by Nunciata. The penalty over. Both teams at full strength. Brisbane with it. Brattleboro zone to Bauman. Quick shot. It goes wide. Around the boards, near boards now to Cosgrove. Sends it in behind Nunciata. To the far boards now to Bauman. The Mounties taking play early in the third period. Tondres now tries to clear it out. Can't. Bombargi keeps it in at the point. Sends it to the end board to the near corner now. Trying to skate it down for the Mounties. McGregor Chadwick. But skating it out now for Brattleboro is Duggan. And he clears it all the way in on Hogan, who leaves it for Bombargi. And he leaves it for Chris Cosgrove. Early going third period. 3-2 Brattleboro. Cosgrove clears it out to center. And right there for Brattleboro is Moore. Sends it back into the Mountie zone. And back forward is Kurt Bombargi. Swings it around near boards for Chris Cosgrove. Chris Cosgrove controlling at the end board. Mountie zone. Sends it now for Eric Abel. Abel tries to clear it out. Kept in by Moore. Bassler, Todd Bassler off the dasher board. In behind Hogan to Brian Bassler in front. The quick shot, the save by Hogan. And that was a tough one. And the Mounties clear at the length of the ice. And this will be icing against MSJ. It was Brian Bassler that got it in front. It might have been Todd that was right there in front, took the quick shot, and Hogan with perhaps his biggest save of the hockey game right there.
Yeah, that easily could have been a goal on that.
Draw to the left of Mike Hogan in the Mountie zone. It'll be Belcher Timmy in now with Trombley and Frost and May and Blanchard at the points. The Bab line in for the Mounties with Abel and Trey Schaff, Doherty, and Bombargi. Bombargi behind his own cage. Picks it up as he wanted to go to Doherty. Belcher Timmy fans on it. Knocked away by Bab to Doherty. He lost it to May. Now it comes out to center. Schaff with it, but Schaff lost it at the line. Frost clears it out to center off the near boards for Belcher Timmy. Gets it into the Mountie zone. Avoids Doherty. And over for it now is Bill Bab at the end board. Bab tried to clear it out. Frost keeps it alive to Belcher Timmy. Shot deflected by Bombargi to the end board. Back forward Doherty. Swings it around. Up along the far boards. Wanted to go to Schaff. Kept in by May at the far boards. Shot knocked out at the circle. Cleared out to center. And Blanchard had it, but Abel overskated it. Now Frost sends the puck into the Mountie zone. In behind Hogan, and he'll leave it for Kurt Bombargi. 12:52 left in the game. Brattleboro with a 3-2 lead. Brattleboro changes up. Bombargi's pass deflected too far for Abel. All the way into the Brattleboro zone. Goes to the far corner now. Brisbane digs it out. Brisbane to the end board in behind Nunciata. Brisbane is bumped. Still looking for the puck. Now Schaff comes over, tries to dig it out. Still in the Brattleboro zone. Valario is there. Valario tries to dig it out for Brattleboro. Schaff there near boards. Now along the near board, skating it out is Wood. Wood now for Brattleboro. And he sent it right behind Boardman. Got it in the Mountie zone where Bombargi sends it up to Brisbane. Brisbane stick handles over the Brattleboro line. Brisbane now wanted to go to Bauman. Skates it down along the near board. Skates it to the left wing circle. Bauman fires in. Save. Bauman on the rebound. Save. Nunciata. Rebound goes to the end board. And coming back for it is Travis Wood. He's bumped there along the near boards. Bauman tried to keep it alive. alive as it was deflected and finally comes out to center. Bombargi fires back into the Brattleboro zone, and Tandres with it. Fires into the Mountie zone. It'll trickle in wide of Hogan, and it comes off the end board for Chris Cosgrove. Cosgrove in behind his own cage. Starts it out right wing side onto the stick of Bauman. Bauman stick handling up the center. Bauman still has it. Bauman now to Schaff over the Brattleboro line. Knocked away by Tandres. Schaff got it back again. He's bumped by Todd Bassler as he goes down. Now Tandres for Brattleboro clears it out to center, but knocked down by Bombargi. Fires the puck back into the Brattleboro zone off the end board. Abel, shot, saved by Nunziata. That would have been an impossible angle. Keeping it alive now with Schaff. Comes out to the left point. Cosgrove sends it to Babb. Top of the left wing circle off the far boards for Abel. For the point, fires in. Off the glove of Nunziata, and it goes wide. Played off the end board by Nunziata. Eric Abel almost got the tying goal there as it came fluttering in on Nunziata, went off his glove and went wide to the end board, and then Nunziata covers up. 11:07 left in the hockey game. Brattleboro 3, MSJ 2. We'll have the draw to the left of Bennett, Nunziata in the Brattleboro zone. Hagstrom is in as a point, along with Moore. Belcher Timmy is in with Todd Bassler. Also, Trombley's in. Somebody's got to skate off now. Also, Frost is in. I think skating off was Matt Moore. It's Billy Babb with Abel and Schaff, Cosgrove and Doherty at the points now. Babb will take the draw with Frost. And off the draw to the right point, Doherty one times it, glove save, chest high, Nunziata, he hangs on. Doherty, a rifle shot from the right point. Now Valario skates on for Brattleboro. Skating off will be Trombley. The draw to the left of Nunziata, the Brattleboro zone. And will take the draw for the Mounties with Valario still in the circle on the far boards. Played by Doherty. Lost it to Belcher Timmy. Trickles the puck into the Mountie zone, but Cosgrove beats him to the puck, then gets bumped. And Cosgrove then gets bumped by Valario. Puck along the far boards. Mountie zone. Cosgrove and Schaff trying to dig it out. Valario is there for Brattleboro along with Frost. Belcher Timmy comes over. Knocks the puck down. Still along the far boards. Goes toward the far corner. Schaff tries to clear it away. Kept in by Todd Bassler. A shot knocked down at the top of the slot by Doherty. Tried to clear it, knocked down. Doherty finally got a stick on it and clears it up over the glass and out of play. 10:28 left in the hockey game. 3-2. Brattleboro will have the draw just outside the Mountie zone as Bauman, Brisbane, and Chadwick skate back on for MSJ. Bargy will be at a point along with Kevin Doherty. Belcher Timmy with Frost and Trombley. Tandres and Todd Bassler for Brattleboro. Todd Bassler is at a point. Played up on the front line and also at a point for the Colonels. Brisbane and Belcher Timmy on the draw. Goes to Todd Bassler. Skates it over the Mountie line. And he fires in wide of Hogan. Bassler gets it back again. Trying to center it. Went by Bombargi. Belcher Timmy got a stick on it, but stolen away by Bauman. Clears it out to center. Knocked down by Tandres. And he gets it into the Mountie zone where Doherty gets hit as he tried to clear it out to center on the battle with Frost, who's in forechecking. Chadwick comes over. And also Brisbane comes over and clears it out to center to Bauman up over the red line. Bauman ridden off the puck by Trombley. Is with it is Todd Bassler as he skates it out to center. Bassler up over the red line, over the Mountie line. Avoids Doherty. Cuts it in on Hogan. Backhander knocked away as it went to the end board. Now Brisbane with it. And Brisbane sends it up now for Bauman to center. I don't believe Bassler really ever got a shot away. It's Bauman had it knocked down to the red line. Gets it back. Skates it over the Brattleboro line. Fires in. Bouncing puck and went wide of Nunziata. On the near boards, Cosgrove had it knocked down by Tandres. Abel found it in the circle for a moment. Now Todd Bassler skates it up for Brattleboro up to center. Todd Bassler up over the red line. Fires into the Mountie zone. In behind Hogan it goes. And back for Chris Cosgrove. 9:20 left in the game. 3-2 Brattleboro. Cosgrove up for Babb. And it's deflected up over the glass and out of play. 9:16 left. Brattleboro leads it 3-2. That was deflected by a Mountie, or a Colonel, I believe, so the draw will come just outside the Mountie zone. Valario in with Travis Wood and also Kreger Boardman on the line. It is Clark and also Moore at the points off the draw. Goes to the Mountie zone over for Kurt Bombargi. Had it knocked down by Boardman. Bombargi then falls down. Is in the forechecking is Travis Wood. Goes along the far board. Still in the Mountie zone. As the shot came in from the point. Knocked down in front. Bombargi tried to clear it away to the right wing circle. Went in behind Valario off the pass from Travis Wood as the Mounties get it out to center with Abel. Then Wood finds it at the red line, sends it into the Mountie zone, and back for it is Chris Cosgrove. Cosgrove had it knocked down by Travis Wood, skates it right to left, and Abel pokes it out to center. And over for it there is Matt Moore. Got into the Mountie zone where Cosgrove gets it back out to center. Schaff now taps it back toward Cosgrove. Got it out to center, and there with it is Travis Wood for Brattleboro. Dumps it all the way in on Hogan, and he will leave it for Chris Cosgrove. And Cosgrove manages to fire at the length of the ice. This will be icing against MSJ. 8:20, 8:19 now left in the game. 3-2 Brattleboro. The draw in the Mountie zone to the left of Mike Hogan. Bauman, Chadwick, and Jeff Brisbane in for the Mounties, and Bombargi and Doherty at the points. It's Brian Bassler, Todd Bassler, who plays up and back, and also in there, Josh Tondres. Also in there is Evan Duggan, and also in there is Josh Hagstrom. It'll be Duggan taking the draw with Brisbane in the Mountie zone. Got it to Bombargi. Tries to clear it out. Hagstrom with it. From the point, fires in wide. Now Brian Bassler along the far boards. Bumped by Doherty. Got it to Todd Bassler. Back to Brian along the far boards. Brian Bassler dug loose now by Duggan. And in front it goes, and they score! Brattleboro scoring. They lead it by a score of 4-2 now. As the goal by Todd Bassler from Brian Bassler. That went to the left wing circle off Brian Bassler. He found a brother Todd at the near post. Todd beats Hogan. It's 4-2 Brattleboro. 8 minutes remaining in the hockey game. Todd Bassler with his second goal of the hockey game.
That was a nice play by Brattleboro. It's kind of a give and go type of situation there. Caught Hogan off a guard, caught the Mountie defense off a guard.
We'll get the announcements here in just a moment. Matter of fact, very tough to hear now as play back in. It's in the Mountie zone quickly. Brian Bassler couldn't quite skate it down at the left wing circle. Duggan overskated it. The Mounties clear it out to center, and back forward is Josh Hagstrom, his own line for Brattleboro. Sends it to the Mountie line where Cosgrove sends it back into the Brattleboro zone, and back forward is Hagstrom. Should be 2 assists. Brian Bassler getting an assist. Came out to center. Bombargi fires back in. And this is offside. MSJ delivered offside. Todd Bassler on the goal. Brian Bassler got an assist. And who else got an assist on that? Evan Duggan, yeah.
Duggan.
The draw to the right of Mike Hogan in the Mountie zone. Brattleboro with the 2-goal lead. They lead at 4-2 with 7:30 remaining here in the hockey game. So the Mounties have a lot of work to do as the draw will come to the right of Mike Hogan. It'll be Jesse Belcher-Timmy taking the draw with Brisbane. And off the draw, Trombley looking for it. It's in the MSJ zone. Now Bauman digs it out, and Luke Bauman will skate it up to center. That's too far for Brisbane. Chopped back to the Mountie line where Doherty has it and fires back in all the way in on Nunciata. That was chopped to the Mountie line by Moore, and Moore back for it now for Brattleboro. Sends it to Trombley, and Trombley clears all the way into the Mountie zone. As on a chase, Belcher-Timmy with Cosgrove. Hogan sends it around the cage to the near corner. Belcher-Timmy gets hit. Wanted to go to Frost, comes loose to McGregor Chadwick. Less than 7 minutes left in the game. Brattleboro with a 4-2 lead. Chadwick skates it up to center, up over the red line along the far boards, and it was poked away at the red line and fired all the way into the Mountie zone from the red line by Frost. And again, Hogan will leave it for Cosgrove. Cosgrove swings it around far boards for Luke Bauman. Bauman sends it up behind. Brisbane kept in. No, Belcher-Timmy couldn't. It came out, and he fired back into the zone, and this is offside Brattleboro. Actually, didn't exactly fire it into the zone. It kind of trickled into the zone. We'll have the draw now. It's a delivered offside against Brattleboro. We'll have the draw back in the Brat zone. To the left of Ben Nunciata. 4-2 Brattleboro. They led 3-2 going into the third period, and Todd Bassler with the second goal of the game for Brattleboro, putting Brattleboro up by 2, 4-2. Babb will take the draw for the Mounties to the left of Nunciata, Brattleboro zone. Taking the draw with Valario. Goes to the far corner. Clark at it. Back to Valario. Now Valario skates it up to center. Valario from outside the red line dumps it all the way into the Mountie zone in behind Hogan. And back for it is Chris Cosgrove. Cosgrove up for Schaff. Schaff plays the puck along the near board, stick handling. Schaff sends it up to center to Abel, and he chops the puck backhand into the end board. Brattleboro zone. Over for Babb, overskates it. Abel comes over, tries to keep it alive at the end board. Comes to the circle, and Schaff banned on it. Brattleboro skates it out to center. Up to center is Todd Bassler over the Mountie line. Cuts it in, now right to left. Backhander, he scores! Todd Bassler, the hat trick. It's 5-2 Brattleboro. 5:56 left in the hockey game. That goal is a killer. Todd Bassler getting the hat trick.
Boy, he came from one end of the ice all the way down. A great burst of speed by Todd Bassler. Right in front of Hogan, did the backhander right in between Hogan's pads. I don't think anybody could have caught him. He had a good set of steam
going. It comes with 5:56 left in the game. The hat trick for Todd Bassler. He scored twice here in the third period as Brattleboro's opened up a 3-goal lead. The Colonels lead at 5-2. It's unassisted. Todd Bassler virtually going coast to coast. He's got the hat trick, and MSJ wants its timeout here. So we'll be back. We got a timeout. We'll be back after this 30-second break.
Winter. That one little word instantly makes a lot of people miserable.
Mounties have their timeout here with 5:56 left in the hockey game. Brattleboro had a 3-2 lead going into the period. Todd Bassler has scored twice here in the third period. He's got 3 goals on the hockey game, and Brattleboro's opened up a 3-goal lead, and the Mounties have a lot of work to do here.
Boy, I guess Todd Bassler just had an unbelievable burst of speed there. I don't think
Greg Bennell from the Rutland Herald says that he caught Brattleboro had too many men on the ice at the draw, and Bassler broke it out after the draw. So that caused the goal, but nobody caught it. I certainly didn't notice it.
I didn't either. That would have definitely been a goal called back there, boy. It would have been an advantage MSJ, but it's too bad the referees didn't see it.
Well, the Mounties find themselves trailing by 3 in this big matchup in the Lakes Division. First place Brattleboro and second place MSJ. 5-2 Brattleboro. Doug Trombley and Jesse Belcher-Timmy have scored for Brattleboro. The hat trick for Todd Bassler. McGregor Chadwick and Jeff Brisbane scoring for the Mounties. Draw after that goal by Todd Bassler in the timeout coming at center ice. The draw is Evan Duggan and Jeff Brisbane. Off the draw, Hagstrom at his own line. Sends it up to center to Todd Bassler, and he steers it into the Mountie zone at the end board. Brian Bassler beats everybody to the puck, and it's sticked away by Hogan, who went to Todd Bassler. Out to the left point to Matt Moore, lines it up, fires in. Glove by Hogan, and he hangs on. Hagstrom and Moore at the points. Duggan, Brian, and Todd Bassler. Todd Bassler and Brian Bassler are up for Brattleboro. Brisbane and Bauman. Chadwick for the Mounties. Borgie, Eric Abel is also in there. The draw to the right of Hogan along the far boards. Duggan is bumped by Jeff Brisbane. Still in the Mounties zone. Bauman and Brisbane trying to dig it out. Finally, Bombardier trying to dig it out, but kept in by Moore at the point. Fires in wide. It comes out to Brian Bassler along the near boards. Bassler hit by Chadwick. Try to center it for Todd Bassler. Todd Bassler finds it far corner to Brian Bassler in behind Hogan. Wanted to go back to Todd Bassler. Todd Bassler plays it at the top of the left wing circle now. They play together well, the two brothers, Todd and Brian. Brian sends it now to Duggan, and Duggan wanted to go back to Brian. Comes around the boards, along the far boards. Bauman with it now. Bauman now tries to clear it off, but Todd Bassler there along the far boards. Todd Bassler trying to avoid the check by Bauman, and Brisbane skates it out to center, up over the red line, over the Brattleboro line. Brisbane along the far boards, hit by Moore. Todd Bassler overskates it at the end board in behind Nunciata, and the puck comes loose, and now Moore with it. And Moore skates it out right wing side for Brattleboro, sends it out to center, intercepted by McGregor Chadwick. McGregor Chadwick lost it at center, and skating it over the line is Todd Bassler. Wanted to go to Brian, or checker Duggan wanted to go to Brian Bassler. Poked away, Shaft up to center, up over the red line, over the Mountie, or over the Brattleboro line as he held it and then tried to center it for Babb. Went by him to the near boards. Babb tried to manage to keep it in as Brattleboro tried to clear. Trevor Shaft is in there right now. Moore clears it around. Now Babb with it at the circle. Went by Trevor Shaft to Trey Shaft near corner. Trey Shaft tried to center it, and there again to find the puck is Matt Moore for Brattleboro. 4 minutes left in the game. Brattleboro with a 5-2 lead. It came up to Trombley. Lost it to Babb. And then Trombley finds it again and clears it the length of the ice. This will be icing against Brattleboro. 5-2 Brattleboro. 3:53 remaining here in the hockey game at Royce Mandigo. Frost in with Tondres and also Sean Clark, Trombley and Belcher-Timmy He's going with Babb, Trevor Shaft, Trey Shaft, Chris Cosgrove, McGregor, Chadwick. They're really mixing things up now. Abel had played at a point, Chadwick at a point now. Belcher, Timmy, and Babb on the draw. Babb out to the point to Chadwick, but he lost it to Belcher, Timmy. Overskates and lost it to Trey Shaft, to Trevor, and then it's poked away. And backboard is Sean Clark for Brattleboro, and he clears it out to center. Backboard, McGregor, Chadwick, his own line for MSJ. McGregor, Chadwick skates it over the red line. Chadwick over the Brattleboro line along the near boards. McGregor, Chadwick cuts in on Nunciata, sends it in behind the cage. Right to center it, knocked away. Babb digs it out in behind Nunciata. Babb has ridden off the puck. Tondres comes over, clears it around along the far boards, kept in along the far boards by Chadwick. McGregor, Chadwick, nice play. Sends it in behind Nunciata, and Tondres backboard for Brattleboro. Avoids Trevor Shaft. 3:15 left in the hockey game. Brattleboro with a 5-2 lead. Still in the Brattleboro zone. Clark backboard. Swings it around far side for Trombley. Trombley lost it. Tondres tried to clear it. Trevor Shaft from the far boards. Fires in on Nunciata, and he makes the save and hangs on. 3:05 left. Brattleboro with a 5-2 lead. Bauman and Abel now. Brisbane, Cosgrove, Bombargi. It's Brisbane with Bauman and Abel up front. Cosgrove and Bombargi at the points. Valario to take the draw for Brattleboro with Brisbane to the left of Ben Nunciata. 3:05 remaining in the hockey game. 5-2 Brattleboro. Off the draw, Abel looking for it, Bauman looking for it, but it's cleared out to center by Brattleboro, and backboard Cosgrove sends it to the Brattleboro line, where it's steered by Hagstrom from his own line all the way in on Hogan. Sends it to the far boards. In for checking was Wood. It was knocked away as the Mounties control now. Bombargi's pass too far for Abel into the Brattleboro zone, and this will be icing against MSJ. We'll have the draw back to the right of Mike Hogan. 2:47 left in the game. Brattleboro with a 5-2 lead. Spalario, Wood, Boardman, Hagstrom, and Todd Bassler for Brattleboro. Brisbane, Bauman, Chadwick, Doherty, and Bombargi for MSJ. Draw to the right of Mike Hogan in the Mountie zone. Brisbane taking the draw with Valario. The draw got it to Boardman, to Hagstrom. Shot from the point goes in wide. Backboard Bombargi swings it around along the near boards for McGregor, Chadwick. Back to Doherty. Doherty clears it out to center, but knocking it back in is Boardman. Bombargi knocks it back out to center to Chadwick. Trying to split the defense. Brisbane had it poke checked away at the Brattleboro line. Now Valario the other way over the Mountie line. Fires in, and the save by Hogan. The juggling save, and he hangs on. 5-2 Brattleboro. 2:22 left here in the hockey game. Well, the draw to the right of Mike Hogan. As Duggan is in now. Todd Bassler is up with Brian Bassler, Mitch May, and Josh Tondres at the points. Off the draw, Babb sends it all the way back down into the Brattleboro zone, and it will flutter in on Nunciata. He leaves it for Tondres in behind his own cage, starts it out right wing side. Josh Tondres up to center for Brattleboro, up over the red line, over the Mountie line, along the near boards. Bumped by Cosgrove, and now Cosgrove tries to play the puck in behind Hogan, hit by Tondres. They're battling each other. Less than 2 minutes left in the hockey game. Bombargi now digs it out, trying to clear it out, knocked away, but now Babb grabs it. Babb tries to clear it out, gets it out to Bombargi, clears it out to center at the red line. May with it, fires all the way in wide of Hogan, off the end board, along the near boards, now played by Chris Cosgrove. Cosgrove wanted to send it out. Todd Bassler sent it to the end board. Now with it along the left wing circle is Duggan. He's ridden off the puck, and Eric Abel with it for the Mounties as they try to clear it out. Pass to Shaft. Trey Shaft to the right wing circle, Brattleboro zone. Want to go back to Brisbane. Todd Bassler back to intercept for Brattleboro. On the fly up to center. Todd Bassler over the Mountie line. Todd Bassler bumped by Bombargi, and it goes to Cosgrove, and Cosgrove clears it out to Trey Shaft. Trey Shaft sends it now to Abel over the line, top of the slot, fires in, pad save by Nunciata, and he covers up on the rebound. And so we have a stoppage in play with 1:06 left in the hockey game, and Brattleboro has the 5-2 lead. I'm going to move that around here a little bit. Move it to the left. Down. Right there. See if that's a little bit better. We'll have the draw to the left of the Brattleboro goaltender, Ben Nunciata. Taking the draw, Brisbane, as it went to Trombley, tries to chop it out. Doherty trying to keep it in at the point, does. And now the puck loose along the line. Brisbane with it. Skates it right to left. Trying to poke it to Bauman, and it is cleared out to center by Brattleboro. As with it is Belcher-Timmy over the Mountie line. Belcher-Timmy in deep to the end board, in behind Hogan. Hit the side of the cage. Puck loose in the circle. Doherty tries to clear it out. 40 seconds left in the hockey game. Kept in by the Colonels, and no, it goes up over the glass and out of play. 40 seconds left now. It's 5-2 Brattleboro. Brattleboro really, well, on the scoreboard, Brattleboro, of course, dominating, but the Mounties have had the territorial advantage here in this game.
Yeah, 32 shots so far for Ben Nunciata. 32 saves, actually.
Belcher-Timmy and Babb on the draw just outside the Mountie zone. Off the draw, goes into the Mountie zone, and Doherty chops it out to center where Frost has it. Frost to the Mountie line, fires in wide of Hogan. On the far boards, Trombley, who got the first goal for Brattleboro, sent it to the corner. Doherty with it. Less than 30 seconds left in the game. Near corner now, Mountie zone. Doherty gets it out to Trey Schaff. Schaff gets it out to center to Eric Gable over the red line. Abel over the Brattleboro line. Hit by Tondres. Goes to Babb. 15 seconds left. Top of the left wing circle. Fires it in. Deflected to the far boards. Now to the far corner. Belcher-Timmy swings it around. Cosgrove along the near boards. Fires to the far corner. 5 seconds left in the game. Trombley over for it. And he can't clear Doherty from the point. Fires in wide, and that's the hockey game. And Brattleboro has won it. The Brattleboro Colonels defeat the Mounties of MSJ by a score of 5-2 in this big matchup in the Lakes Division. The Colonels getting the hat trick from Todd Bassler. And Brattleboro now at 6-1 in the league, 10-5 overall. The Mounties at 3-2-1 in league play, 9-3-2 overall. Both Mountie losses suffered at the hands of the Brattleboro Colonels. That's your final. Brattleboro 5 and MSJ 2. Now, before we take our break here to wrap it up, Ryder Foley did not play for Brattleboro, the big gun, but Todd Bassler stepped to the forefront, getting the hat trick. Brattleboro 5, MSJ 2. We'll wrap it up in a moment.